What's going on, people? Welcome back to some more Starfield. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Let's go to Earth's moon, because we're doing this.
I have things for you.
Nova Galactic Research. Apollo landing.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Investigate.
Station is easily over 100 years old. Original Nova Galactic construction is my guess. Built to stand the test of... I have something I need to discuss with you.
Easy. When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. What can I help you with? Look, there's something I need to talk to you about.
I want to remind the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal project. Yes, it's amusing to see just how much decimal points of pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can stimulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic stimulation. But there will be time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client that should be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. We're happy to announce that the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 p.m. Eastern something time. Reminder to please sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. There we go. Our partner will all be on the radio for the launch. We'll be recording the event, so you be on your best behavior. Can we see Earth from here? Might be it right there.
Engine spin up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3,
Cape Canaveral.
2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years.
Go to NASA. I did want to see what this was first. Hang on. So much for gravity.
It's likely this facility was...
As long as the credits keep rolling in.
Let's bring this stuff back to the ship and sort through it later.
Whoa.
Damn it. Well, I have something I need to discuss with you. Yes?
We gonna fight? Tired of living.
Don't leave any of that behind.
Alright, cool. Go to NASA. There's the UAS.
talk with you later.
And we shall go to Earth for the first time.
Ready for touchdown.
And it is a barren wasteland. No life, no plants, the water's safe. No magnetosphere. The atmosphere is CO2 now. Wow. Place got funked up.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
No, I don't. Leave me the fuck alone, lady. I'll shoot you in the face. And Earth is uninhabitable. Find a way inside. Mercury? Just need chlorine, it looks like.
Unless I'm mistaken, that's one of the launch towers used during the evacuation of the Earth. I can't even imagine. When you have the time, of course.
So how is the rest of the world dead, but this is still alive? NASA launch tower.
The most likely way into the NASA facility would be via an elevator shaft taking us straight down. Hopefully the system is... There's something I need to talk to you about. You've got something for me?
Okay, well that was nothing.
occupants of this colony ship found alternate transportation to evacuate the Earth before it was too late. There's something I need to talk to you about. It's clear the gantry was in loading position. I have something I need to discuss with you. The lift system seems to be completely offline. We should search for a way to restore the power and get it back into operation. There's something I'd like to discuss.
NASA launch facility.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Yeah, what is it?
I fucking hate her so much. Find information about NASA.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Well, if y'all didn't destroy Wikipedia, you would have had all the information you needed. Launch procedure. Remember, the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be. But these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumors that the next launch is slated to be canceled. But let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer, and we could use every ounce we can get. Delivery from Mars.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they've brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Okay. Find information about the Martian sample.
Look at all this structural damage. We need to be careful around here. When you have the time, of course. Mike, when you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Adapted from a design originally intended for a high-altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to deal with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself protected against the rigors of space, travel redundancy has always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize and expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, the Mercury spacesuit would be able to offer a critical extra layer of defense. Can we steal that? From 1971 to 1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo missions. It could carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread patterns on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was also fully electric and ran on batteries whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. From 1958 to 1963, one of humanity's first human spaceflight programs, the Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight, and the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. From 1968 to 72, Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon was the landing that occurred on July 20th, 1969, was actually Apollo's 11th flight. With all previous launches testing all the modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. Mercury, here it is. Booty.
Oh, for God's sake. Drop some of that rubbish already.
Drop
I
you,
have
bitch.
something I need to discuss with you.
From 1965 to 66, in many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before that project could begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacecraft suit technology to operate outside of a spacecraft.
I'm listening.
In 2050, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world an opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars, thanks in part to the development of the grav drive. Humanity will live on. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made. Oh my god. Why am I yawning so much? I'm not even tired. Remained nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. From the Apollo 11 mission, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace program to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, what would have taken years. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research team eventually gave way to entire colony effort on Mars and other orbiting bodies of our solar system. I do see an upstairs though, hang on.
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much. I'd like to speak to you.
Closed for remodeling.
Calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me. Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Find information about the prototype grab drive. So what the hell do we find out about the Martian sample?
They were... When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Not much left of this geology laboratory. There's something I need to talk to you about. Know your way around the log. There's something I need to talk to you about. like to discuss.
This is definitely the place to go if you need reactive gauges. Whoa!
Unable. Repair not possible.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore. We should have a talk when you have the time, of course.
Actually, I should be taking the fiber. The sealant, I mean. Ugh, itchy. Hang on.
Karen, I have something I need to discuss with you. This is quite an impressive facility. The logistics it must have taken to build it this deep underground. If there's a way to have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, holy shit. Alright, hang on. I feel like I shouldn't be down here yet. Let's just see what this is. Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even generals. I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, boards, notebooks are to be checked on the exit from the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information. April 14th. That's my sister's birthday.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Sounds fun.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjive tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be, but no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Yeah, so that was the gravitational pull we were just in. Oh, that's all this is? Okay.
Lockpicked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul. to have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Portable CD player. Sweet baby Jesus. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself by give the proximity to the source. The change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetic sphere falters, the ability to protect us from the sun's solar winds falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space to see into Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There may have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes on Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into the shore, the Earth with devastating consequences.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time. I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
So the grav drive technology destroyed Earth.
Oh my god. The grav drives destroyed Earth. And at the core of
Yeah, I
the
just said
first
that.
drive, an artifact.
Fuck.
Prioritize what we're carrying. I need to discuss something I need to talk to you.
It looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
XM2331. Whoa, shit! Wasn't expecting that. foremost.
Expecting me to jump down after you. Okay, there's something I need to talk to you about.
crackling sound on the stream? Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. It's only on Xbox. It's pissing me off. How bad is it? Very bad. Figures. Yeah, it only happens on Xbox. I don't know what's going on. Ooh.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel at the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Sacrificing Earth wasn't worth having grab drives. We lost our home. Humanity's destiny was the stars anyway. I still don't quite understand what I found. Can you explain? I know what I found. The CPU that streams, yeah, it's annoying the hell out of me. Most of my Starfield streams has that static on it, unfortunately.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you are watching out for is yourself.
Need to be in the right hands. The hunter is right. Well, see, I tend to agree more with the hunter. However, that mofo killed my wife, so emissary, you're right.
Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the emissary. Than any other Starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
I'm siding with the emissary. An alliance with the hunter seems like the winning strategy. Yeah, hunter. If this means killing you, then you're going down, mofo.
Thank you.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple will be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Booty.
Stay for a moment. You must have questions about what happens next. We won't be able to go to the buried temple right away. There are still other artifacts out there in the settled systems that haven't been gathered. You'll need to work with your colleagues in Constellation to find them.
What is the buried temple?
There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The hunter and I agreed that whoever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other Starborn, human mercenaries and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game.
Why are we waiting? Couldn't we attack the hunter Neo?
He and I have made a number of agreements over the years. If you can even call them years at this point. We let him go. In exchange, he will wait at the buried temple. You will be able to prepare any way you can before then.
Hashtag buried temple for the final battle.
I will meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We will face what is there together. All the other artifacts need to be gathered before the final one will reveal itself. I'll be bringing mine, the hunter will be bringing his, and you'll need to bring the rest. All the ones Constellation can find.
Okay. Is that Sarah? Yeah. She sucks. Oh, that's right too. I have crap on me. I don't want to go over there. Where's my ship? I'm doing it now, second time. I'm not taking Sarah. Noish. Oh, come on, people. So that's kind of cool. I kind of half expected that the grab drive would have a story to tell when I saw the trailer. I wasn't expecting it to be the reason that destroyed the Earth, which is kind of cool how they did it, though. Every time they used the grab drive to go into space, it like ripped a hole and pulled the atmosphere toward the moon. So that's kind of cool. What did you take, Sistaf or CF? Crimson Fleet? I took the Crimson Fleet by default because that friggin' prick in Sistaf kicked me out of Sistaf for no damn reason other than the fact that supposedly innocent people were shooting at me, so I had to friggin' shoot him in the face and he kicked me out. Innocent my ass. I wanted to side with Sistef because I really wanted to kill that chick in Crimson Fleet, Neva, I think it is. I hate her. I want to kill her still. I do have Crix. Where's Crix? I do have a huge bounty. 167,000 credit bounty from the Crimson Fleet that I'm kind of hoping I can still kill all of them on
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to
the
discuss.
key. So that's why I'm not paying it off, because I still want to kill everyone, because the Crimson Fleet. Oh my god, I need to sell stuff.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
And that was awesome too. I was not expecting to go through NASA. That's pretty neat.
And we're off.
Bumping retros. Orbit achieved. Stabilizing. Done.
So that means there's still stuff we need to look at on Earth. Cool beans. Where are we going? Neon. That mission had like a very Horizon Zero Dawn feel to it. Like, go to an old world location, find out what happened, be amazed. I like that mission a lot. I'm in the wrong side. The Trade Authority was that way. Or that way was the Trade Authority, whatever. I need kinetic core on the other side.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Kinetics, that's who. Whoever came up with the Earth mission was a genius. Yeah, they deserve a raise and a promotion.
We've got, I call this place plenty of choice weapons.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Where is your ammo? Hold up.
Remember, if you've got the cred, we've
Hold
got
up.
the core.
This is my happy place. Is that
I
weird?
need my ammo.
Haven't seen a leech in a while. You think the city got them all?
What can I do to buy some weaponry? Wait till you add one.
Here we go. Get my stuffs. Hopefully that's enough. Explosive Assassins, Maelstrom. Faster fire rate, explosivity, exterminator. That sucks. Goodbye. titanium suppressed calibrated Grindle. No, Grindles suck.
You need firepower. You know where to find us.
It's the only Debbie Downer. He doesn't buy, like, the spacesuits and stuff.
Something you might be interested in.
I collect them all. Box with legendary and...
Keep your nose clean.
Need something? If it's too hot to handle, we can Now we're getting somewhere.
Test them all and check the mods and see how they compare. The Maelstrom is a really good, like, beginner weapon. When you're first starting off and you need, like, something to go pew-pew with. But after, the mid-game and the end-game, it is kind of pooey. I don't really know what I'm buying anymore. Hopefully 48's enough. Mercury doesn't really have anything on it. So, goodbye. Anti-Blitzka. Eh. Oh shit, I'm buying. God damn it. I was like, I don't remember picking half this shit up. That is a pooey. Thought there was like some X90, X347 weapon that I picked up, but I don't see it. Oh well. Cool beans. Cool beans. Still overweight. I forget how to get to my shit. Sure.
Seems like the goose is everything.
Yeah. Like, the weapons I have on me are the ones that I really like. Except for the cutter. You just kind of need the cutter. Like the Revenant, that's the best fucking gun I've ever used in any game. That shit is legit. Ashitamer is really good for mobs. Boom Boom is really good for mobs. Cutter is the cutter. Keel Hauler I haven't used too much, but it is pretty damn good. This was really good way back when I needed to, like, kill high-level enemies. I haven't used it in a while, but yeah. This is probably my second favorite gun. I don't know why, but it does a lot of damage to everything. This was a gun I used for a very long time before I picked up this one. This one's not as powerful anymore. This one hoses friggin' the hell are they? The Terramorphs, and that's it. Although this one kind of got redundant with the Revenant, but way back when, that thing hosed Terramorphs. Yeah, I really haven't found anything better than those. I'm kind of hoping that I get like a really good Nova Blaster, whatever it's called, but nothing yet.
I have things for you.
Why do I have all this shit? Why do I have all this shit in there? What the hell's going on? Fuck that, that's gonna take too long. Damn it.
I have things for you.
went to chef school.
This ain't exactly where I
Chef school.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on credit, I get all kind. Here.
Oh, fuck. Isn't that where the digipicks are? Yeah. Ooh, that would have been bad. Let's not do that again. Done that insole my ship parts? Oh, dude, I had like friggin' when I first built the ship that I was just in, I had like 50 ship parts and I sold them all. I totally forgot where the hell I sold them. So now I'm down to like 11 or whatever the hell I have now. Yeah, right. Still not done? Oh. Ooh, what was that? Go back. Oh.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Anything? No. I once encountered a very powerful ship, and I can't find it anymore. I want to kill it. Ship was friggin' huge. I actually built this ship specifically so I can find that ship again and kill it. Oh, it's moving. I don't think it's ever done that before. Huh. Yeah, it's a big bitch. It's my baby. What's that?
Scan any promising leads.
For those things. Alright.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
That sucks to be you, Sarah. There it is. new update. Oh, the game got an update? I didn't even realize. Temple new.
Can you imagine the technology to build something like this?
Whoa, what the fuck? It just grappled onto that little ass piece. That's hilarious.
Coming here is the sort of thing I dreamed of. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Skaduki. For some reason that is not what I thought we were doing. I thought we were going after an artifact. I forgot those were to temples. Alright, I'm actually going to call it here because I'm getting this tickle in my chest that I can't away, and it's going to evolve into an asthma attack at some point, so before that happens,
This is United Colonies Space.
I'm just going to...
Current course while we scan for contraband.
Why are we not at the eye?
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
I'm just going to stop here. There we go. And I will be back on later today. I also want to go grab some food. I will be back with some more Starfield or some more Avatar.
We haven't cleared. Right on the money.
Because I realized I haven't played that game in quite a while. So yeah, until next time, Daniel, everybody else, thank y'all for watching, and I hope you have yourselves a sexy ass night. Miss me.